All right, welcome to the next car talk. Right? I don't think I did one last week. Very sad. I know. I was pretty tired, but I didn't really think that I had anything to talk about. You know. But this week we got another car talk. So finally, I'm not actually gonna be driving my car this time because I realize it's like the audio gets really messed up when I'm driving, and so definitely don't want to do that again. Gonna keep this one pretty short, probably under like 5-10 minutes, um but what to talk about, yeah, prep, dude, 2 weeks out, isn't that crazy? It really feels like the beginning of the year. I honestly, like, I couldn't see the end, and like 6 weeks out I wanted to give up because it's just like I was like, oh my god, this sucks so much. How am I gonna make it all the way to the end? But now I'm here. I'm close to the end, and oh, dude, this shit's, oh, skin. I've got acne problems my entire life, but ADHD moment right there. I just got distracted as hell. What was I talking about? Yeah. Prep. I feel like shit. I feel like absolute dog shit right now, especially at work, man. Like, zero energy, zero motivation to do anything. I'm not getting anything done at work right now. I'm just kind of sitting, staring at a computer, and then sometimes like touching the computer, like boards that I'm working on, and then giving up and being like, I'm just gonna listen to a podcast and pretend that I am awake when I'm really just dying, right? But we're gonna do the next week and one more week of work, right? And then taking a week off before the show and a couple more days after that. Hopefully that will allow me to recuperate and de-stress and get my muscles all nice and plumped up for the show, right? But the main thing I wanted to talk about today is these last couple weeks, month sort of deal have been probably the most important, like, time of my life. I think I've had so much introspection into who I am during this prep. It has really changed the person that I am and who I want to be and all that kind of stuff. And I genuinely think if you really want to find your inner self or like find a taste of enlightenment, do a bodybuilding prep. Try and stick through it, because if you can, I do think that I am far more enlightened than I was before. There's something about the starvation and the comparison of yourself that really opens your eyes, because a month ago I really was panicking about how I didn't think I was going to be lean enough, and everyone else was so much better than me, and I really wanted to win, and that's all I cared about, and I pushed myself. And I mean, it's good that I pushed myself, right? But my mental health was in the gutter, man. I I didn't see content going anywhere like on YouTube or Instagram. And I mean, it hasn't really picked up a huge amount yet, but at the same time it's like my goal was never to become famous or become big or anything like that. I started this because I wanted to, and I wanted to just make videos because I thought it'd be fun. Right? I already have a career. I'm an engineer. I don't need content creation to be happy. But at the end of the day, it's like I was so concerned about being the winner and being the best that I kind of lost sight about why I was doing this in the first place. You're more likely to be a millionaire than to get to 10% body fat as a man. What does that mean for bodybuilding when you have to get lower than 10%? The amount of people that could do a bodybuilding show is so small. Just by participating and getting lean enough to hop on stage and be proud of yourself, you've done more than most people do in a lifetime, right? And I think I found solace in that. I'm not trying to say that I'm like better than anyone. I mean, you are if you can do this, right? But just like being better than who you were yesterday is the only thing that truly matters, you know? And you can get stuck comparing yourself to all these guys on social media who have these amazing, like top 0.01% of physiques, or who are on gear, or a combination of both usually. And it's like, dude, you'll never look like that. No matter what you do, you will never look like that. And so you should not idolize those people. You should idolize the people that look like you, that did put in the work, but are something that you can achieve. Because a lot of these things are just not possible. And they shouldn't be your goal, you know? Your goal shouldn't be to look like someone on social media. Your goal should be to look like you, except better. To be a better version of yourself. You don't need all of these things. Everyone always wants everything. They want to be the best. They want to do all that. You're never going to be the best, right? Never going to be perfect, never going to look like these people. But the thing you can do is be better than yourself yesterday. And if you're better than yourself yesterday every single day, you're going to be really fucking up there, man. You don't realize how far you've actually gone until you've gone there, right? Mount Everest looks really high until you're at the top, right? And even if you get halfway, who can say they got halfway up Mount Everest, man? Like, isn't that crazy? So, I want you to take a step back, and I want you to realize that you are doing some great things, and that you're probably a lot farther than most people will be in their entire life. Just, I mean, dude, I'm gonna go to the store right now. I'm gonna see a bunch of like fat people on those like electric scooters scooting around the store, and it's like, yeah, yeah, I've accomplished more than these people are gonna do in their entire life, probably, and I should be proud of that. And you should be proud of that too. If you're just in the gym, honestly, you've pushed yourself harder than those people at all. And so this whole social media thing for me is really just to impart my experiences on the world and see how I change personally as well. Right? I'm documenting this because I'm obviously going to learn new things. I'm only 21 years old. I'm a baby, man. Like, I've got a whole life to live ahead of me, right? And if you're younger than me, man, you're a baby. Like, you don't know shit. Trust me. I didn't know shit at 18, and here I am now. I still don't know shit, but I know more shit. So, hey. But this whole like social media thing, right, as well, is another thing I wanted to talk about. I the mental health problem was also there in the fact that I definitely was putting a little bit too much pressure on myself on social media. I thought that I wanted to build a platform off of my physique. And honestly, like, if you want to build a social media platform off your physique, I think you're doing it wrong. Um, you probably don't have 0.01% of genetics. And all these guys who do, right? Their lives are miserable, man. Like, these people who are maintaining single digit body fat to post on social media all the time, even if they're on gear, their lives are miserable, dude. Their entire life revolves around how they look. They can't enjoy shit, right? And it's like, I don't want to live like that. I'd rather be 15% body fat, happy, lifting heavy, enjoying my life, than worrying about what other people think about how I look. The content I want to deliver, right, and the things that I want to do are engineering based. Like, I want to teach people how to code, how to program, how to build drones, how to build computers. That's what I am passionate about, and that's what I'm gonna do. And so, especially like if you want to see that kind of content where a big meathead bodybuilder like me tries to tackle some advanced coding problems and stuff like that, definitely subscribe, hit that bell. Those are gonna be coming out pretty soon here. But like, I want to help people real people, right? I want to show people that social media is not a fuck. It's a joke, man. It's a straight up joke. It's like it's not real and it's poison, right? But getting a little long here. I gotta get to the store. I'm starving. It is noon almost, and I haven't eaten anything yet. So I'm pretty fucking exhausted, man. But definitely stick around. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a fun little journey, and I would love if you join me through it. Cheers.